If you guys, my name is Mightman, welcome to yet another weapon review video. Today we are still continuing with the role of the Easter weapons that will be coming out hopefully in the 2026 Easter event this year. We have today the Prowler-P225, which is a little bit of an interesting cap pistol that you could get, and I think it's kind of one of the first ones that you could kind of make use out of in terms of where you can use it. I'll explain more in regards to that obviously later on. So this is a seasonal weapon. It comes in from one of the Easter eggs. The 2023 Easter eggs. So you've got get the blueprints and 3 to 5 parts. If they are like a 5% or something like that to get. This is a 55 handgun. I never know how to explain what caliber it's used in that sense, but regardless, it uses 55 ammo, 17 round capacity, very fast reload speed, slow attack speed, a high or semi-accurate accuracy with a very high critical chance. Stat-wise, it's not particularly amazing. We have definitely got other ones that's better in terms of like DPS and such, but it's fine. 1.5 hits per second, 45 damage with a 225 multiplier crit outcome. It has 45% PvE armor penetration, and this is what does annoy me in regards to this specific weapon. The Prowler, as you can see, is depicted with basically a petrol tomcat with a silencer on the end. Reduces noise by 30%, and that is a bit of a piss take, in honesty. I do feel as if we need a weapon that's just totally silent as a pistol. Silencers should do at least 50 at minimum. I mean, it's just my opinion, but obviously people might not agree. Now, you need to be level 25 to equip this, unfortunately, so you're kind of getting screwed out in that one with the lack of efficiency on this. And just to kind of show off the actual overall what you can see from this from my end, it does fairly well. A lot of damage, we're going to be critting quite a fair bit, and it's not particularly going to be that much faster. Now we have a QRF coming up, and I'm going to get my ass to there, and we will go ahead with this. Okay, so we're going to jump into the QRF right now. Obviously, let's shoot a little bit better just to kind of get here. So, what you'll see, it does kind of technically have a unique model because you can see that silencer on the end, and we aren't got as much dexterity boost there anymore because of the suppliers are now being pretty much useless in a sense, and we are now doing the base damage because we have a minus 20%, and obviously we did have a pistol mastery maxed out. so far I am just walking around just to kind of make sure I don't trigger any hits. I'm trying to avoid the exploding zombies. The gun doing a fair amount of damage, it's shooting at okay pace. That's with the dexterity boost as the dexterity stat, including the 4%. I wouldn't say it's anything kind of groundbreaking, but this will prove to be quite helpful in regards to looting, that's for sure. I think with how it's designed with silence, it will definitely help with any on-screen zombies. It might not make a massive difference, but it will make some sort of difference at least, especially in Death Row or Raven Ridge mainly. It does a one shot with a crit things around the bunker. Let's see if I can isolate any specific zombies from the wasteland. Anyone like special infected, one hit kill. Same for so special affected or uncommon affected, it won't make any difference at all. So 1, 2, here we go. So I've got a bonus. So if I 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So say about 4 shots to kill Wasteland. Now that's not particularly bad for what it is. It does fundamentally do its job as a pistol. This isn't meant to be kind of groundbreaking in any kind of slight thing. However, the plus of this cap pistol at level 25 is the fact that it doesn't require any proficiencies. So if you're going from melee explosives, you could technically pivot into this and use this as an alternative for looting, and it will work out well considering the ammo for the 55 ammo is actually fairly cheap around the board of Fairview. I personally have no issues with this pistol so far. I mean, I am just walking about, but it is doing a decent amount of damage for what I need it to do. And it kind of just proves the point, like obviously not all pistols need to pack a punch in a sense. But that being said, I am going to now put on my implants and we'll go and see what the full potential is. So, we are going to have full potential of 185 damage and 49 dexterity speed. Oof, that's getting worse, so it's just yeah. This is just fundamentally a different weapon. Yep. So the reason why this is just fundamentally a different weapon is the fact that obviously the rate of fire has gone up and it's doing triple the damage at a crit. Yeah, triple the damage, it seems. I want to see a non-crit if I sit. For a sec. 1, 2, yeah, it's literally doing triple damage. So this will now one shot pretty much anything here. Now specific, apart from obviously these guys. Who are you? Yeah, that's one shot. That's crazy numbers. With the increase of that, obviously you mainly want to use this for loot, but I think this could actually be really good as a backup cap horde dealer, as long as given you've got the speed for it. The main issue for this is still the rate of fire, and honestly, and maybe the crit, because it was like a semi-auto kind of crit, so it's not going to be particularly as consistent as something very high. I mean, I've not even had to use shift here. I think I can't put it into perspective. It's strong. It does have its use. It will make someone good use around death row mainly, I think. Like Raven Ridge, you're not particularly going to be fearful of whatever's there because dogs, bears, deer aren't anything to be scared of. Rats aren't anything to be scared of, including obviously the chem plant, well, the prison chem plant specific zombies. Nothing to be fearful. Death row obviously got a lot more dangerous stuff there, so this might be better off for them specifically. So you don't can't trigger them, hopefully with that 30% noise reduction. But yeah, to put it in a perspective for rating wise, for no build kind of thing, just want to slap it on, just go ahead. I would give it maybe a 4 or 5. Like I would say it does have its uses for what it is. With the kind of full potential of it, this would probably be about 6.5. Like this kind of pistol isn't really optimised to deal for horde, it's mainly for looting, going by the build for it. You're wanting to get those critical hits in and make good use out of that, but then again, if you're going to go down that way, you have like the stalking stuffer as well that does a good amount of damage, as an example of a seasonal weapon. But I do feel as if this could work out well for the majority of people, and if you are little and you're struggling for the next pivot for a weapon, Prowler's probably going to be a decent use out of it, and given how easy the mastery is to upgrade now, it is going to be picking up damage pretty well. And even that, obviously, if you're just move away from melee, I would still recommend it. Yeah. In the end, I would say this. Oops. This is actually a decent gun. I wouldn't say anything definite for it. I would definitely grab it if I could in the next event whilst it comes out, and if you need to pivot to something better, then there's options. But if the fact obviously this doesn't require any proficiencies to actually use, makes it better than most of the kind of ones you do need, if that makes sense. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you've used this or plan to use this, let me know in the comments. We've not got much left in terms of these event weapons for Easter, but we will roll these out shortly. But again, hope you enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.